Okay, I'm glad to know that you've confirmed that you know things.
I know many things.
Hello, welcome to the Yaoi
Hello.
Shelf. Grab a seat and relax. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
I have an owl nested in my cleavage
As
because
one
it's
does.
Hedwig and I love her. Uh, I changed up some of the decor so it's a little more holiday esque.
Oh, there's a stocking.
There is a Slytherin stocking.
Mm.
Uh, and Christmas, unfortunately for me, means Harry Potter. I know that J.K. Rowling is a turf and is terrible, but Harry Potter is just one of those works that just came into existence on Tumblr like 20 years ago. Like it never had an author. It just sprouted out of the earth somehow.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes that happens.
so I don't want to
Like magic.
I know she's a turf. I know. I just listen. Nostalgia is a hard drug to beat. I went to Harry Potter World when I was in Japan. I went to Universal Japan.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to go to Harry Potter World. And I'd never been to Harry Potter World at all, but I got to go to Japan Harry Potter World. And I just
you don't have a Harry Potter world in Texas?
We have one in Florida.
Oh, yeah. I know about the one in Florida.
We do not have. This is Texas. We do not have one in Texas.
It sounds like a very unfortunate place to have a
Harry Potter World.
Yeah.
So I'd never been ever. And then I go to Universal Japan and I see the one in Japan and it's like, I'm sorry, but you're getting all of my money.
Listen, we need to do like a video call that is not like work related so you can tell me all the Japan stories.
Yeah.
Because I need
a call that is not work related. Like we don't Carola, like we don't speak to each other almost daily.
I mean, you speak daily, and I am dead.
This is true. So, last episode of the year.
Oh my god, yeah.
We did it.
Wow.
Season 4 starts promptly in January.
My God,
because neither of us really know what a break is. But there is no live this month. Patrons, you will still get your video. You actually get your video next week, so we can kind of have like a small holiday break.
Oh my god.
Sansa, no.
Get off my cord, you little gremlin.
Slut.
Schlit.
Doing my best.
That's on the Danish, actually. So that's...
I almost married a Dane.
I cannot.
Almost. I got real close to marrying a Dane.
Dear God.
But yeah, so this is our last main episode of the year. It's been an amazing year. Patrons, we look forward to recording your video next week. But we're here to talk about the holidays. And I mean this as secularly as possible, the holidays.
Yeah.
Because while I'm very aware that not everyone celebrates Christmas, that's what I celebrate. My favorite during this time of year right now is people who walk up to me apropos of nothing asking if I celebrate Kwanzaa. Just apropos of nothing. Like I'll be like shopping for Christmas things in the Christmas section. And it's like, oh my God, do you celebrate Kwanzaa? My family's Roman Catholic. No, I do not.
I mean, I celebrate the weird Norwegian Christmas. We call it jul.
Yes.
And it's this weird thing that has a lot of Christian tradition, but we don't celebrate it. Yes. And we have, but it's really all about celebrating the turning of the sun on the 21st, I believe, when the sun turns. Yeah, because we now have sunsets at 2 p.m. and sunrises at 11 a.m. and we are living in the dark. So, it's
how do you guys function? That sounds like hell.
We don't. Those of us who don't drink coffee are just like floating around. I take 3-hour naps in the middle of the day because my body is actively trying to hibernate. Like, I'm not functioning. And we have a lot of lights. We have a lot of Christmas lights.
So, welcome, happy holidays. These are some of the places that if you have a Fujin in your life, or you are the Fujin looking
In your
to shop
life.
for yourself, yeah, sometimes you got to be the Fujin in your own life.
And sometimes you get to treat yourself. I know. I do it all the time.
I also do it pretty regularly. So we're here to go over some gifting ideas. What did the phone do?
There was a notification. I'm gonna turn the sound off because it's really.
So we're gonna go over some gift ideas for the Fujin in your life, whether that is, a spouse, a partner, a friend, or if it's you.
I mean, if you don't go gift shopping, like one for my friend, one for me, one for my friend, one for me, one for my family, two for me. Like, what are you even doing? Because that's how I gift shop.
So, Hedwig,
no! Or like a plunge. If you're listener only, the
owl fell out of my tits.
The owl fell out of your tits. That's a very interesting bird conversation to be having, I feel.
So, fun fact, I went to go shop for some stuff at Joann Fabrics, and I saw an ornament that I was going to give my friend for her birthday / Christmas. But they had the ornaments buy one, get, I think it was 3 for free.
Oh my god.
And these are like the nice, thick, big ornaments.
Oh, that's so nice.
So I got like a slice of rainbow cake. I got a penguin, and I got something else. And like I got like the one for my friend. And it's like, yeah, if you don't find something for yourself while you're gift shopping for other people. There's a woman on TikTok who's doing just a series of that. She's like, here's a gift I bought myself instead of for people around me. It's like, yes. You are also an only child, and you understand.
Listen, you're allowed. You're allowed. Yes. I'm not even an only child. I just like spoiling myself. And I feel like I deserve it.
That you have siblings. I hope one day I get to meet them.
I mean, hi, siblings. They don't know what I'm doing with my life. It's
fair. So, welcome to the Yaoi Shelf. Officially grab a seat and relax. Let's go over some places to get gifts for the Fujin in your life. I think it's important to mention that there are so many publishers now that are available to us in the US. Carola, I'd like for us to go back in time approximately 20 years.
Why? Why must you do this to me?
Why was it? Yeah. And you would like to purchase a Yaoi or a BL.
Well,
you have what, 3 options?
If you're in Norway,
you have one option.
You have one. You have Outland. Actually, you may have 2 because we used to have 2 comic book stores, but I think Avalon closed down before they started publishing BL and sending it to Norway. So you have one option in your city if you're lucky enough to live in a city that has Outland. And if you are old enough to be 18 and you're old enough to have a PayPal, you can be on eBay. And those are your options. That's it. Maybe you can thrift on LiveJournal.
Yeah, it's not significantly better if you're living in the US. We do, in theory, have more access, but really it's a monopoly run by like 2 or 3 companies. It's Sublime, Tokyo Pop, and June.
Yeah.
And then anything else, you're either pirating or you have the one guy who's been to Japan.
Yeah.
And he has a bunch of shit in his trunk.
And it's like the worst like overlap because June started publishing basically just as Tokyo Pop started to go out of production.
Yeah, there was a weird overlap where it was like all Tokyo Pop. And then Tokyo Pop went on they fell down with a mysterious illness.
Yeah, because they did that thing where like it was Tokyo Pop and Tokyo Pop published, they published Fake, they published Gravitation and like an Eerie Query and those things. And then they launched Blue, and then Blue started publishing things, and then Tokyo Pop just went belly up for a while, and we got June like at the same time. And then we also got Yaoi Press, which Or
we did get Yaoi Press. That didn't last for very long.
No.
June is still, I think, one of the biggest right now.
Yeah.
But we're not here to jerk off June, not without money.
No, and listen, June. Yeah,
if you'd like to sponsor us, we can jerk you off for money, but it has to be for money. You don't get feet pics for free. But there are so many publishers now that are selling like direct product, or they're just fucking translating shit themselves. We have Futakiya, that obviously matters a lot right now. Renta, Kuma, Starfruit, which Kuma's so good.
Listen, every time I get a Kuma book, again, not sponsored, please do sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
But their books are so high quality, and every time I get one, I'm just, oh my god, the weight of a Kuma book feels so good in your hands.
Kuma reminds me of what Tokyo Pop used to feel like. But remember you got a Tokyo Pop book and like you could murder someone with one of those?
but they had a different type of paper, because the Kuma one is really like the
thing is the Tokyo Pop covers were thick ass. The paper was kind of shit. Kuma, everything is high quality. It really does feel like
it's so nice.
It's like an atelier manga. It's like, this is like there's someone like in a back room with like 13 little goggles on. They're just like drawing things out personally. Like, I love getting a Kuma book. There's just so many publishers. Iodori Sakura. We have to mention Sublime because we are contractually obligated to mention Sublime.
Are we?
I feel like someone would say something if we, what about Sublime?
But I love Sublime.
That's not said in shade. I'm just saying, if we did not bring them up, someone would be like, what about Sublime? It's like Sublime's been there.
Why do you sound like Cartman on helium right now? You're like,
oh my god. Sublime has been around since the dinosaurs. I think it's Sublime that killed the dinosaurs.
I'm okay with that. Like, dinosaurs are cool, but BL is superior, so I'm just gonna...
Okay, hot take stands here on the Yaoi Shelf. Boys doing butt stuff is cooler than dinosaurs.
Listen. I stand by what I said.
I was wax sealing a bunch of letters because I'm a Victorian fuckboy, so all of my wax seals are still in front of me. And I have to admit, I'm always quite proud of them.
So flaunty.
Yes, I am. When you have multiple wax seals and a letter opener shaped like a katana, of course.
I guess.
Of course.
I guess.
Yes. Also, shout out to MDI, who recently joined Twitter. Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
I'd love for you to work with us. I'm over here like a peacock, just like, flip! Like, hi, come work with us. Like, that's just me with all these. Flip!
Like, you're like always ready to jump and just whore us out. Yes. I admire that.
So MDI, hi there. Guilty pleasures also really much comes to mind because I know, like, we mentioned in these words last time we spoke, and guilty pleasures doing some shit, like, good on them.
Yeah.
I will always say, good on you guys for making a manga that made me go downstairs and pray with my family. One day, I am going to read it. I had to go seek the Lord. I needed cleansing after that. That's perfect. I had to go seek out Jesus after that.
I like, this is your standard. You're like, this made me want to pray.
It. I had to go pray. You know what? As much as I rail against Jano Subete, I didn't need Christ after that. I needed to go downstairs. Have I told the full story of that?
I think, didn't you? Or was that... I don't remember if you did it on the show or if you did it like when we were just hanging out with Peachy.
So my then partner got me a manga off my wish list for Christmas. Or it was some gift. It was a holiday, I guess. And it was in these words. And I had added it to my wish list just kind of like based on a premises where it's like, oh, a cop and a murderer do some gay shit. Because, like, the synopsis is very like broad. It's like, okay, I like Criminal Minds. I like this. This is going to be fine. I can handle this. So I started reading.
Last words.
Famous last words. So I started reading it, and while I was reading, we had a priest over because my aunt's a Eucharistic minister. Like, she's like in the church. I taught Sunday school. Like, my family is very like a church family. So we had a priest, Father Jonathan. He was over to give my grandmother a blessing because she hadn't been feeling well. So Father Jonathan was over. He was blessing grandma. And like, apparently that takes a while. I thought that was just like a nah, 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 and then you're done. But like, apparently like that took a while. So I was reading and I'm just like, this is too much. I can't do this. And I got through it. I got through all of it. And then like Father Jonathan was still there. I just like went downstairs, like, I'm gonna go join my family for prayer. Like I need something. And like I just like put it down quietly and I was like, gonna go downstairs. Messaged my then partner, was like, what the fuck did you send me? He's like, you asked for it! It's like, yeah, but I didn't know it would be this.
The only situation in which the words "you asked for it" is acceptable.
Literally. That is the only time it's acceptable. It's not applicable in any other context. But like, I literally asked for it. It was literally on my wish list.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was like, what the fuck? Like, you wanted it. You said you wanted it. And I bought it for you. Why are you being ungrateful? It's like, because I had to go see Jesus.
Like, we should do, I think we talked about this briefly at some point, but like we should start like reviewing things and like put it up on our brand new website, and then we should have like the scale should be like from spicy to made me seek Jesus. Like that's the scale.
Like, I had to see the Lord. Shout out to Father Jonathan. I don't know which diocese you're in. He moved away. Because of in these words. Well, I didn't tell him. I was reading some murder butt stuff. I didn't say that. He was just like, oh, you live here. Because I was at that point a gremlin and a vampire.
Yeah, as one is.
I was like the Phantom of the Opera, where I was just like, you just leaving letters and then like not speaking to anyone. But we have to definitely give a shout out to all of our publishing friends. Renta, of course. Iodori Sakura, Kuma, all of them. Tokyo Pop, shockingly, they're back. Glad to have you, Tokyo Pop.
And doing things.
And doing things.
One of the things I'm the most grateful for with Tokyo Pop's current publications is that, I've said this before, we are living in great BL Fujin times. Like, we have so many things. We're getting so many long, ongoing series. So shout out to Tokyo Pop for still publishing one-shots that I don't have to fear will break my shelves and my budget over a prolonged amount of time.
Yeah, I just got an influx of merch that came in.
Yeah.
Including Lemon Sosuke. So I might have to get a 30 Yaoi shelf.
I need another shelf, but I need a room to put the shelf in.
Also, which is, I was given another Dobby zine.
Oh my god.
I fully accept. Thank you all for indulging me and my love of that horrible bacon man.
Everyone loves bacon. Everyone
does love bacon. So shout out to our publisher friends. Thank you so much. If any of you guys want to work with us, DMs are open. Let's go.
And if you know, since we're talking about gifts and things, like a lot of these, like Renta, like Futekia are, they're online, they're digital only. But you can gift subscriptions.
Yeah, I want to definitely. I want to caveat that also, like with Webtoon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll say this. When I was pirating in college, I could read 30 manga in a night. I can't read manga digitally the way I used to.
No, me neither.
Which, no shit, I wish I could. I'm saying I miss those days. It would make my shelves much easier to manage. But if you are that kind of person who can easily read manga and webcomics online all day and night, Webtoon Lezen, get some coins, gift some coins. That's a great way. Like, also, especially if you don't know what to get someone. Because here's one thing about Fujin. We are either the most broad, like, if it even looks gay, we'll take it. Or you're like me, where it's like, looks at cover, peels back. I fucking hate this.
Or it's like you have everything, or seemingly they have everything, and you're like, how am I going to gift something to this person? They have
right, and especially like I'll say this, you know, being a fan of a certain age, you know, I remember like that was always really hard was gifting to other Fujin, because the issue with yaoi as a genre is two people can like BL and be on completely different spheres.
Yeah.
And your sphere is not going to be look at us. I would not know where to begin shopping for Carola. And I've known her for a while now. Carola knows exactly what to get me because I like the same three things.
This is actually true.
I'm shockingly easy to shop for because, like a jumping spider, I regularly announce what I like.
In theory, I feel like I am easy to shop for because I like a lot of things, but I also have a lot of things.
That's the thing. It's not so much that I think that you're hard to shop for, like I don't know what you like. It's that I feel like anything I grab is like, she probably has 13 of these.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I just bought? I am so excited. I was able, I mean, they haven't arrived yet, but I ordered them. I have been able to get my hands on the full complete set of Gravitation in Japanese, so I can now start comparing the translations. And I am so excited.
You want to know the last thing that I bought?
Yes.
It's not BL related, but I bought the vinyl soundtrack for the Charlie Brown Christmas movie because I'm very nostalgic. Like, Christmas to me is sealed in a glass orb, and it's like 1990 something. I'm in these horrible polyester pajamas, you know, that are very flammable. The very, very flammable ones that were in the 90s. The death suit ones.
The 90s were horrible.
The 90s were terrible. I mean, they were great, but they were awful. Yeah.
Dangerous. Like,
very dangerous, but that's the thing. We didn't know. It was just like, this is cool.
Describe the 90s. Child endangerment. That's the...
But the child isn't aware of. The child's vibing.
No. And you're just sitting there.
Yeah, child's having a great time.
You're sitting in front of a live fireplace in your extremely flammable.
It's me and my cousin. We're in matching fire suits.
Yeah.
Head to toe. Because remember, those were the ones with the little footies. So head to toe with like 3 buttons in the back fire suits. Like sitting in front of a fire, and then a poorly wired Christmas tree made of real tree. It's just a fire hazard. But I had a great time. So, like, I bought the vinyl version.
Because you didn't die.
Because I didn't die. I wasn't one of the kids that died.
You didn't catch fire.
I did not.
You're nostalgic for it.
Therefore, I'm very nostalgic for it. To this day, I still get pajamas every year for Christmas.
Yeah.
Because my aunt started this tradition where it's like, oh, and Mrs. Claus gives you new pajamas every Christmas Eve. I am 30 fucking 2. I still get new pajamas.
We have, but it's for the same for me. Like, Christmas looks the exact same every single year. Everything happens at the same time. You know, we watch the same shows. And again, the most sacred Christmas tradition in Norway is the strange Czechoslovakian Cinderella that is dubbed in Norwegian with the same dude voicing all the characters. And it airs at 10 a.m. on Christmas Eve every single year. And the whole country watches it. And it's amazing. That's the most important thing. No one cares about anything else.
Okay, so I just checked the news.
I'm going to send you. Yes.
The Swedish goat is still around.
Yes! It's still early in the game.
For those of you who have not listened to this show and do not know this about Carola and I, one of the things that we immediately bonded over during Casacon was this Swedish Yule goat that is made of wicker and is the size of like a small building, and almost every year catches fire.
It's funny
because of arson.
The tradition is like, they're trying really hard. They have all of these guards trying to prevent people from lighting it on fire, but part of the tradition is placing bets on when the goat will burn down. Like, what
Yeah.
day?
So,
will
for
goat
the
burn down?
record, the years that it survived were mostly like the pandemic. And
But they
now
had a lot of guards during the pandemics.
yeah. Well, also no one was fucking out. So like right now they have a 24-hour real-time public webcam feed
Oh my god.
watching this goat.
If they light it on fire, I'm gonna watch the stream and see it burn.
I am too. So
Because,
that's actually one of the reasons why I have this.
yes.
Carola gave this to me because I love the fact that this thing has burned every single time.
I love it.
Back to the gift guide.
Yes.
Online in the internet. That was not a thing when we were younger.
No.
You cannot just go online, DM an artist, and be like, "Draw me some porn."
You know, we live in such good times.
We really do.
The fact that we can do this.
Like the fact, like honestly, I know it's easy to nag the current apotheosis hellscape that we're in, but also like you've never had access to creators and to artists the way that we do now. And the fact that people use that to be rude to people just blows my mind. Like the fact that like Rumiko Takahashi was like afraid of joining Twitter. It's like, who the fuck is gonna be mean to you? No one should be. I might have valid criticisms about Inuyasha, but I'm not gonna fucking tweet at you. You're an old woman.
People
are terrible. But yeah,
absolutely horrible.
Online. Mandatory plug. Hi, we have a shop at Redbubble. Please.
We do.
Please purchase our wares. It helps us have a nicer Christmas. Because we get paid, I think, in a couple of weeks. It helps us have a nicer Christmas. So, the Yaoi Shelf is over on Redbubble. We have lots of different mugs and shirts and stickers and stuff. We are working on an e-commerce part of our website that I will be launching probably Monday. I think I was supposed to launch it this week, but then Carola vanished.
Yeah. I
didn't launch it.
I don't know what happened.
So I'm probably going to try to launch it probably Monday because I've been working very, very hard on this website. I think it deserves a launch. So we are working on an e-commerce portion, but e-commerce is hard. And right now I'm much happier with things on Redbubble just because of the variety of products. And my 1-bedroom apartment doesn't have to be a shipping house.
I don't want your home to be.
It is a shipping house, but
yeah, but not that.
Not like actual like, boxes and tape and scales.
I don't want you to live in a storage area,
warehouse.
Please.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. So we are working on it. It is something that we've definitely considered and are looking into. But Redbubble is great. They handle all that shit. We get our money, and I just love seeing our merch in places. Like, that just makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like, that just makes me really, really happy because I design all of it.
You do. I do nothing.
You do some things.
I do nothing. I just go, that should be a sticker, and then you have to design the sticker. I feel like
that is contributing to the sticker process.
Okay.
So we do have some other options.
Yeah, I finally filled in some things in the outline.
While we are recording.
Because I have control of my life.
Just Blue, you only put on because of slow damage.
Not only. Listen, I'm not even kidding right now. I absolutely have ulterior motives. I need people to support Just Blue because they publish BL games in English. They are now in talks with a company that isn't Nitro Plus, so I don't know who they are, but they are going to publish more games from more publishers. But I'm just over here like, hello, please do support Just Blue so they will publish Dramatical Murder Reconnect in English because I need it. But also, you can also gift codes and games via Steam. And it doesn't have to be Just Blue, but you can gift games. You can
we actually do have a fair amount of visual novels that we follow. So if you want to take some inspiration for that, you can check our follower list. One of us regularly retweets them. But if visual novels are your thing, especially the spicy kind, a few companies that we follow / may or may not follow us They make the good.
Yeah, and
So
you
excited.
also have a lot of like indie, because you have like AichiYume. There are a lot of indie creators who make BL visual novels and
Correct.
sell them.
Absolutely. I think one of the themes that you guys might be noticing in this episode is support small creators.
Yeah, please do.
Support.
Support.
Support small creators. Oh, we forgot about Manta.
Oh,
How did we forget about Manta?
because it's a long list and I'm very tired. I love Manta. They are currently feeding me every 8th, 18th, and 28th with semantic error. Hello.
Carola said because I'm tired.
Yes. That's my excuse for literally everything. I'm so fucking tired.
I mean, same and valid. So, let's see. Otaku Republic. This sounds very familiar to me.
Otaku Republic is a website. I think they're US based. They sell a lot of doujins, imported doujins, and goods, official goods directly from Japan. I bought some doujin from there, but it's very expensive if you're not in the US because of the shipping. So, so I usually get my doujins directly from Japan, which is my next point on the list. And I see you also put, yeah.
I also want to bring up Good Smile.
Yeah, Good Smile.
Got to go to one of their stores when I was in Japan.
Oh, you went to an actual Good Smile store?
I did. Ami as well.
Yeah, Ami.
I definitely recommend Good Smile for Nindos, obviously, like go directly to source. But I also want to say, I want to caveat briefly before we go into some of the Japanese thrift stores and stuff, because then we're going to go back to supporting local creators. Secondhand market, Mercari, eBay, fucking Facebook Marketplace. I love secondhand market just because you can get some of this stuff that's really old or really, really rare for super cheap. Like, I bought that creepy Nier hand puppet from Death Note for like $12. And that's like a one of a kind, like dumb Death Note thing.
Yeah.
So, yes.
No, I was just thinking because you were talking secondhand. I use World of Books and thrift books a lot to get manga that is out of print, and you can get it for relatively good prices no matter where you are in the world.
But I'm off screen. My Dobby plushes that I got, those are both from Mercari. And Mercari is great. They also let you haggle sometimes. So like I know a lot of Fujin sometimes have very questionable feelings about the secondhand market, but older Fujin aren't shameless about it. Oh, American half price books. Half price books. The amount of just full sets I've been able to grab from half price because someone liquidated their collection.
Yeah.
Now it's not consistent. Like you can't like, it's not like Barnes and Nobles. There's like a constant, steady stream of stuff. But like I've gotten super lucky with soundtracks, with vinyl, DVDs, and the cool thing about half price is no one who works there knows anything about manga. So not everything is locked in a case when it should be. So you can just grab it. There's plenty of porn that I've seen. I kind of love and hate it because, you know, they have like a locked case, you know, for the explicit stuff. There's so much stuff that is so much more explicit than what's in the locked case just because they don't understand manga.
Yeah.
Blessing and a curse. It's easier for me because I don't have to go beg someone to open up the dirty porn cabinet. But it's like, if you're trying to protect children, this is worse.
And you know, another thing about that, just piggybacking off that, is that what I love about buying from a lot of secondhand places or like marketplaces is that this is going to sound really mean and cynical, and it is. But when you're talking about businesses or people who don't really know a lot about manga and like the community and the market, is that you can get these super rare items so cheap because they have no idea what it's worth. Like I remember when Katekyo, what the hell is the English? Katekyo Moegiyu. Well, it was the point is they were publishing it in English and I missed the first volume and it was impossible to get and it was like $1,000 on Amazon and I found it for 50 Norwegian kroners on some thrift store because they didn't know what it was worth. I'm like, this thing costs $1,000. I'm so happy.
Also,
yeah,
there are some pop-up shops that happen in Japan that will open up shops online. So don't be afraid to look up like major publications. Like if you follow like specific anime tags and stuff like that, like we obviously follow Twittering Birds Never Fly because it's my religion next to whatever the fuck I do as a man of God. And like they have a pop-up shop that's happening I think now in Japan.
Yeah, it's starting up in select loft stores in Japan.
And the cool thing is that they do have a retail component. Now, some of them do require some proxy stuff. We don't have time to talk about proxy stuff today, but if that's something that you guys want to talk about in the future,
you're my proxy shop.
I am your proxy shop. I am
sometimes
the United States Postal Service of Amanda. I am the proxy shop.
Thank you for your services.
I do my best. But like I'm looking on like Ami right now and Good Smile, not because I'm distracted or shopping, but because
you never shop during our recordings. That's never happened before.
Can I help you? They're making a Stan Lee Nindo. And obviously like he's just an old man, but I don't oh no, it's cute. Never mind. Hold on. I'm sending.
But it's a Nendo. They're always cute.
No,
is
hold
my
on.
Oh, I didn't realize it was showing us offline. What the hell? That's odd.
I'm sending it to you in the chat. Hold on, guys. I got to show Carola the Nindo of an old man.
Why must you show me things? I mean, not that I'm gonna buy a Stan Lee Nendo, but
he's pretty cute, isn't he?
Oh, he's really cute. Oh no, the one with the hands.
A little whip. And his wedding ring, even though he was terrible to his wife, and that shocked face because he had to remember that Jack Kirby hated him because Stan Lee stole all of his ideas.
I know nothing about this.
I know too much. Japanese thrift stores.
Japanese thrift stores.
Including my favorite, which is Manzarake, which I got to go to in Japan.
Which Manzarake did you go to?
The one in Akihabara.
There are a bunch of Mandarakes, and whenever I go to Japan, like it sounds like I'm there all the time. It's like
Carola, we should go to Japan together.
Oh my god, you don't want to be in Japan with me.
You're just what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just build an effigy to the person you care about a lot?
Listen, when I go to Japan, it's because I'm going to a concert, okay? And you do not know how I function. But when I'm not going to concerts, I live in Otome Road, like literally. I will always have a hotel in the proximity of Otome Road. And so, there are a bunch of mandarakes and also K-books and Book Off. And these are the most, like the three stores I use the most. I do think K-Books has an online shop. I'm not entirely sure. I use Mandarake a lot. I love Mandarake.
So I will say Mandarake was a little overwhelming, but I loved it. I think I like it online a little bit more because there's more stuff in English, obviously. Like not everything when I was there was in English, and I'm not that great at Japanese. So it was a little bit just like, it was a little bit just kind of like overwhelming. Also, it's a huge store. It's like, I think it was like 7 or something levels. Like, it's a huge store. It's
I haven't been. Lot. Yeah, I haven't been to the Akiba one. The last time I was there, I was at the Shibuya one for the first time, and it was really hard to find because it was like inside a mall and like in like a basement level, and it was really hard to find the correct escalator that went to it, and it was weird.
That was
but it
really,
was
really weird.
store.
But I loved it. Like, I absolutely loved it. Carola, I want us to save our Patreon money, and I want us to do one of those Yaoi tours that's in the back of this Tokyo Pop books.
Yes.
Can we do that?
Yes.
Any purchases that you guys make or sign up to Patreon puts us towards a very, very Yaoi filled business trip.
Jesus Christ.
We'd have so much fun.
Yes.
Hedwig, no.
No, but no.
The owl tried to kill herself when I mentioned having a fun time with Carola.
Sad. Yeah, don't have a fun time with me.
But Mandarake is great. Their online website is fantastic.
I use it all the time. It's very dangerous. And the thing about, of course, the Japanese thrift stores like Mandarake, K-Books, Book Off, is that if you buy, like, you can get, mostly any manga or doujin from there. It is going to be in Japanese, obviously, so there's that. But they also have a lot of merch.
Yeah, for me, merch. It was about merch. So, like, I didn't buy you. Some people will be shocked at the lack of like physical doujin and manga that I didn't buy in Japan. I don't speak or read Japanese that well. I don't want porn I can't understand.
I am going to show off my doujin collection. I buy these. Like, I buy so much doujin and K-books every time I'm there, and I very rarely actually read them because I can read, but it takes me 50 years to get through a doujin.
Nothing wrong with that. I am not here to tell anyone that they're incorrect for that. I just because even like some of the CDs. Yes, what?
I got an email from Mandarake right now, actually.
Oh no!
Oh no!
They can hear us.
No. Oh no, it's one of those. This item you've been following is in stock. Oh god.
Oh, you should get
it. Oh
no. But yeah, like I'm not that great. So every once in a while it's like I don't want a bunch of porn I can't read. Like I don't like
7. I'm fine.
Okay. Tries to give me a hard time about shopping.
You don't want to know what I've been doing lately with my money.
Mandarake is great. Highly recommend. I had a great time in their store. Yes.
Surugaya.
That's a good one too.
I've been to the Surugaya in Ikebukuro, which is super, super nice. They have a lot of doujin. They have a lot of goods. And when I was there the last time, they had this massive, super dangerous hyakuen corner where everything was 100 yen. And there were all of these collectibles and little plushies and keychains and charms. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend Mandarake for like I'm honestly cells and scripts. I'm for. But yeah, so that's Mandarake. I want to wrap up this section with support your local creators and artists.
Yes. Especially your queer Fujin of color creators.
Yes. If you are an artist that would like us to retweet some of your work, please let us know. We're more than happy to do that.
Yes.
And if you have commissions open, let us know, and we can maybe do like an advent calendar kind of thing where we just start spotlighting out.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, let us know if you are like an artist or writer, that's open to comms right now.
You know what? Screw the Japan plan. I'm gonna use my Patreon money on commissioning literally everyone.
Okay, fair. Patrons, your money is now going to floating a few artists.
That is literally what creator friends do, though. Like everyone's just subscribed to each other's Patreon.
You just go like here, just do something.
And it's like, okay, I will take your money so that I can give them back to you to commission you. That's literally what I'm doing here. And I love it.
If you're a creator that is like, hey, I would really like to show off my work, I have comms open. Even writing comms. I have a very love-hate relationship with writing comms and fan art in general just because of like the legality stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But I love it. Like I have I've commissioned so many pieces. Like, it's hard to say that I hate it. It's more of I just always get a little uneasy about that legality stuff. Like when the legality conversation happens, I just like.
But you are the Anne Rice generation.
I am.
I mean,
I am.
I just can't, because remember, we used to have those massive sections, and like, I used disclaimers before I knew what that word really meant. I just knew that in the disclaimer you needed to have, I do not own these characters.
This.
I make no profit.
I remember that. Because I had to do that on
like this
I had to do it on Quizilla all the time. Where it's like, the creator does not necessarily support these characters doing rape, blah, 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 blah. Like, I especially saw it a lot like with Naruto, because Kishimoto was almost on that edge, because the Sasunarus were wild and a little.
He knows what he's done.
The Sasunarus. Okay. The Sasunarus were wild and though.
I am not okay, because I was doing an event last weekend. I was I was moderating a panel at the library with some Norwegian manga creators, which was super, super nice. And we were talking, and then one of them asked me, like, are you excited for the 17th? And I was like, what's happening on the 17th? Because I don't know what's happening in the world anymore. I'm dead. And they were like, yeah, because before the Naruto 20th anniversary thing, they're going to do something, and everyone thinks that it's going to be the reboot of the series, like the remake of the anime with like the freshened up animation. And I'm like, oh no. Like, I really hope that they're doing it, but I'm not going to survive this, Amanda. I'm not ready. I'm going to cry.
I think you're going to get a Brotherhood treatment. Also, I did exactly find one series that I'm excited for this year in December. Lupin Zero.
Oh.
It has everything I could ever want. It has everything I could ever want. You have shitty little Lupin, shitty little Jigen. It's an anime that is perfect for me. So yeah, if you're an artist who would like to be spotlighted, let us know.
Let us know.
Either in Discord or in DMs or fucking A.
Hedwig really doesn't want to live.
Hedwig is suicidal.
So sad.
Why? Sweetheart,
it's Christmas.
Why? It's Christmas.
I mean, it's valid if you don't like Christmas and if you're
keep
depressed
it together, you fucking owl.
Oh my god. I am trying to validate anyone who has bad feelings about Christmas, and you're just over here like, keep it together. That's a sticker. Keep it together, you fucking owl.
Keep it together. God damn it.
This actually reminds me of something I'm going to send you. I will
thank you.
Send it later.
Okay, so are you ready for my favorite part of the episode?
Yeah.
These are some people that we've worked with that I am particularly proud to have worked with, that I think deserve all of the attention in the world. Have we worked with other people? Yes. But these are the ones that, when I was writing the outline, I thought of the most. And then Carola vanished for a week, and thus the list is short.
I don't know what happened, okay? I was dead.
So, obvious.
So can we all just appreciate Amanda for actually keeping, like, tolerating my behavior? Because I am the worst person on the planet, and
you, even at your worst, you are better than my previous co-host.
I just want to say that, like, I did warn you when you hunted me down for this, but I don't think you were aware.
I wasn't a raptor. I was like, I hunted you down. We were forced into an arranged marriage, and then I decided I didn't hate you.
Yes. And then you decided to bring me on the show, and I told you that I'm a disaster and I'm impossible to get in touch with, and I don't think you realize just how
you were doing really well for a few months, and then it just all went to shit. I don't know what happened. I guess it's the sun, but you were doing really well.
But also, when we started, it was still pandemic, and I didn't have a lot of other things, and now me and my 2 spoons have a lot of things that do not fit on 2 spoons, and now I have a problem. So my New Year's resolution is going to be, I never have New Year's resolutions, but this year my resolution is that I need to step things down a notch because I'm dying.
And I'm over here just like no plate, no spoons, just running on spite. People always ask me like, Amanda, how do you do it all?
Yeah, how do you do it all?
And I'm just like, I don't fucking know. Because I think I'm a disaster. I think I'm the disaster.
I think you're amazing. I think that you, I mean, when I look at you, I feel like you have it all together. And you're just like, you are the glue keeping this podcast together.
I am a hot mess.
I am not even existing. Like,
I appreciate you. I do work very hard to keep the facade that I have it all together. There's an owl in my fucking tits. I clearly have it all together.
This is not just us like circle jerking. I just, you know, this is us showing what the Yaoi Shelf is like behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Amanda is just like desperately trying to get in touch with me, and
I'm over here using smoke signals.
But we have like a what's the time difference? We have like a 8 hour. I think it's know. 8. Yeah, we have like an 8-hour time difference, and it's like every time. Like when I actually start my day, it's still in the middle of the night for you, and then so my response time is like my response time plus the time difference.
Yeah, so there's like a magical golden sliver of time,
and we never
and I try because I have 2 clocks. One is for London, one is for Norway. I keep 2 clocks.
I also do have a clock for Texas. But the problem, San Antonio specifically, because Texas has several time zones, right? Because it's big.
Yeah, but not where I am.
Yeah. Well, in any case, I have the one for your time zone. But the problem is that because I don't have my life together, I eat breakfast at friggin' 2 p.m. So no one gets, I know. So no one gets in touch with me because I'll be like, I'll sleep until 11 and then I work out and I shower and I eat and I don't respond to anything until after all of those things. When most people are done with their work day, that's when I start my day. So I'm just like missing out on
that
everything.
Was the biggest learning curve was learning that you do not work on a day like normal people do on top of the 8-hour time difference. Because it'd be one thing if your day started like when mine does around 6 or 7 a.m. And then
I wish.
And you know, then that golden sliver would be a little bit wider. But it's not. Your day starts when I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And then by the time I wake up and active, you've returned to your nest to go back to sleep. Or you've tied your phone to a puffin, I guess, and sent it off into the ocean.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 options I can think of is either you've tied your phone to a puffin and it's gone.
Yeah.
Or you've returned to your nest like a palace cat and it's time for bed.
Exactly. Which is why I think that it's important that we have this little corner, which is appreciate Amanda's hard work for the Yaoi Shelf because I am a fucking disaster.
But let's talk about some of our brand partners. Again, not all of them. These are the ones that we just feel like are particularly important to spotlight. Yiggy Bean. Oh, Yiggy Bean.
I love you, Yiggy Bean. Also, how cute is that name?
It's really cute.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. They have some twittering birds never fly acrylic standees that I know are sold out. Because they offer them to their patrons first. So I know there's like 4 of them. I know they're gone. But if there is a single one left, please put my name on it. I am begging. I am on bated breath. I need those 2 horrible men in an acrylic block. Please.
I mean.
I am not asking.
You're not even asking.
I am not asking. I'm waving money. Like just flaps of dollars. It's like, please give me.
Dreams.
But Yiggy Bean, you're phenomenal. We are so glad that you're our brand partner. We are so happy to have you as a brand partner. And we love your message. We love the idea behind your shop. We love how inclusive you are. it makes me so happy to kind of like, I mentioned this when we were recording with Peachy, that like so much of this year has felt like just like obvious partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course we'd work with them. And in Yigi Bean, I feel like we found such a great brand partner because our approaches are so similar. It's like,
they are.
This is the place for community to support each other. That doesn't mean that every conversation is going to be a circle jerk. We are going to disagree. We are going to have to talk about the serious stuff because we have to. But at the end of the day, this is about community. It's about love. It's about sharing excitement for this one thing that we really, really like and has taken over our lives.
Yep.
I mentioned,
and it's nice, to have someone like Yigi Bean to fulfill those needs when you get completely obsessed with some trash man, and then you can just message Yigi Bean and be like, hey, I noticed that you don't have this in stock. Is it possible that you stock it? And they're like, let me fuel your hopeless desires and obsessions.
Yeah. And again, me mentioning Yigi Bean over Konokinia.
Yes. I don't even... What the hell?
They're fine. They're fine. They're very overpriced, I will say. But they're fine. Kinokuniya.
It's like that. Kinokuniya feels like such a mythical beast to me because we don't have one, and I've never been to one, and everyone's talking about it, and I'm like,
I think, you know what it reminds me of? Like if a dealer's room at a convention was a store. It has like very dealer's room-esque prices. We're like, I know I can get this on Monodarake for like half this price, but you're paying for the convenience and having to like do the work of shopping. I've said this a million times and it sounds super gatekeepery, but when we were younger, there was no such thing as casual fandom. There was no like, I'm just going to read one volume of Gravitation and dip. No, this was your life. Now you had to translate. Now you had to find dojins. Now you had to
look at us.
Sites. I mean, yeah, we've made a career out of it. Oh, but like there was no, yes.
I don't know where I'm going to put my new 12 volumes of Gravitation because there's no space.
I just realized
fine.
I have more Twittering Birds arriving because I pre-ordered volume 7.
I need to do that.
I need 5 and 6. I've read it because of course I have, but I need 5 and 6.
Like literally every single time I order, like I pre-order a volume of Twittering Birds, the same thing happens. Like this has happened ever since I think volume 4. Like I'll pre-order it and then something weird will happen. So they'll cancel my pre-order for some reason. And then when I try to order it again, it's out of stock, and then I panic, and then I have to get it from somewhere else, and then after they've shipped it from the other place, it will be back in stock where I originally pre-ordered it. This happens every single time.
Twittering Birds especially has been hit by some of like the supply chain issues. Not to say that other manga are not affected. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm just saying that Yakudo hates me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he is personally
like me specifically.
Bitch, this bitch
every time. So like if anyone wants to give me a present, I want Twittering Birds Volume 7 because it's going to be a struggle, I can tell you already.
Okay. Is that what you want for Christmas?
No, it's fine, I'll fix it. You've already bought me a present.
I bought you one thing from Japan.
Yeah, okay, listen, I am sending you a birthday present next week.
I finally get my birthday present.
But again, the reason it took a while, is
because I went away.
Yeah, so this is your fault, actually.
Oh, it's my fault. Okay, it's my fault for going to Japan. Forgive me. So Yigi Bean, you're amazing. YigiBean.com, also on Patreon and a bunch of other really, really amazing places. Yigi Bean books and gifts.
I love the and gifts part. Yes, exactly.
Precisely. Because they are gifts.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. It's perfect for the episode.
It is perfect. Also, we are 96 followers away from 2,000 on Twitter. If we could get to 2,000 sooner rather than later, I will scream.
I was going to say before the millennium, but I realized that I don't know what's happening in my brain.
You don't know what time is happening.
What year is it? Apparently it's 1999. I don't know if you know this, but...
Sorry, I had to do a full body adjust because my back hurt. I went to Thanksgiving at Cracker Barrel because of course I did.
You know, if you keep talking about Cracker Barrel, we're going to have them sponsor us because you mentioned them.
Cracker Barrel.
Actually, let me Google because you've
You've never
explained it
seen
to me,
Cracker
but I've never.
Barrel?
No.
It's like the South. Cracker Barrel is like, it's old timey Western. It's the South, and they serve like Southern comfort food. They serve alcohol now.
I tried to go to their website, and it was like your access is blocked. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, because you're in Norway.
What the fuck?
But it's delicious. It's delicious, and like they have this gift shop that just looks like an old white woman's wet dream. It's kitschy, but it's my kind of kitschy. It's like a nostalgic kitschy for me, except for all of like the racist stuff they have just like out, because it's the South. Anyways, Iggy Bean, fantastic. We love them. DL Site Garamani, I still love them, despite me not liking the one title that they sent us, and then having to edit out because I said a thing and I was deeply annoyed by that. That's not their fault. It was in the contract. I was being lazy.
But it went fine, and you didn't say anything bad. It was just
something happened. I no longer remember, but I was annoyed. Just because I didn't like the one title, I cannot imagine that it's not a great resource for everyone else.
I love DL Site so much. Again, you can gift points. I think you can gift. I don't know if you can gift titles, but you can gift points at least. And I love DL Site. I found a new title on there last night, and I love it so much. Like the voice acting was just like so good. Shout out to the brand Amorous Record. They do a lot of really good ones. Can't remember the name of the one that I bought last night, but it's really, really good.
But yeah, so like definitely I still very much recommend them. Like if that's your cup of tea. It might not be mine. Yes.
And they do have like manga and things. Like they do have English translated manga. And
so yeah, I'm still happy to recommend them. That one thing might not have been my cup of tea, but that doesn't mean that you have to throw the whole thing out.
No. But if you do like the sound of spaghetti
if you do like churning jizz and wet pasta thrown at terminal velocity, then
I do love their audio dramas a lot. I love audio dramas.
Why is it churning?
We should have gone with the one that I already had, which is one of my favorites ever. Maybe you would have liked that one better. Maybe I'll buy it for you.
So I can cry.
Yeah. It's really hot. It's really good. I love it.
So I can sob.
Yes.
Last but not least, we have to give a shout out to our friends over at BL Garden DFW, hosts of FujoCon.
Yes.
I miss them already.
Yes.
I miss FujoCon already. Since I wasn't invited back to CasaCon.
I'll be at CasaCon on the 18th, 16th.
Since I wasn't invited back.
You sound a little salty.
I am, and not even because I really want to do it, but just the fact that I wasn't invited.
I still think it's weird. They probably just like forgot or something, because I don't know.
Forgot I existed.
I mean, yeah, I think the only reason they remember me is like because I've been there a lot. Like I've done like 4 panels for them, I think.
Yeah, I can't even say that it's like, oh man, I really wanted to go. I mean, again, I would have done it. I'm a consummate professional. But it was more like, how dare you, ungrateful bitches.
Maybe next year. I'm going to be there. I'm going to do a panel with another writer, and then I'm going to mod a queer fiction panel.
Oh, how
which
exciting.
I know nothing about, so that's exciting. It's going to be my first time being a mod for an online con, so I'm terrified.
You'll I don't want to say this like I'm trying to write you off, but you'll do great.
I'm sure I will. I think it will be fine. It's just I don't know what I'm doing.
Does anyone
I'll figure it out. I modded my first panel last weekend. It went well, so I feel more confident now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So BL Garden.
Love them. They still have some FujoCon merch and some other stuff. Also, they have another podcast. They have a podcast.
They do.
We were on it a while ago. We had a great time.
We need to invite them to
our show.
Yeah.
We do. Also, I just need to see them when I go back home.
Yeah, because
Also,
you can see them. And
I
I'm
can
over
see
here.
them. There is one store that I forgot.
Yeah?
Yeah, Anime Yankee with
Mm.
Yankii. I had to spell it out.
Yankee.
They're in Louisville. Actually, when I was working with Anime Fest, I was really, really close to them. I didn't have time to go because that was the day that I was on. I was doing a live stream for them for like 12 hours. So basically, like, I woke up, went to set, and then went home. Went back to the hotel, and
That's
then, like, I
insane.
flew back the next day. But they paid for it because I was talent, which was very, very nice. I felt like such a celebrity. It was like, is there anything that you want in the green room? It's like,
Oh,
yes.
nice.
Oh my god, I felt like such a celebrity, and I made the best joke of my life. So the set that they had was a little bit like this, but imagine, like, right here's a door. Behind that door was, like, to cover it up was a black tarp. So I'm sitting there, like, doing my makeup in my phone screen because, like every whore, I can do my makeup in any reflective surface. So I'm touching up my makeup, and the two guys, Randy being one of them, who's now a good friend of mine, who does, like, all the video for Anime Fest. He was talking to another one of the camera guys and is like, okay, we need to get as little of the black as possible, talking about the door. And I looked into the camera and said, I have a name.
Oh my god.
And both of them just, like, record scratch.
Are they white?
Randy is not. One was.
Yeah, because that would be. I feel like that would be like a. That's a heart attack moment.
Scratch, just like.
Oh my god!
Because I am a terror. I am a terror and a goblin.
I love it.
And then I went back to doing my makeup in my phone screen because I'm a cockatiel, just like pretty.
Yes.
That was also the day that I drank. I think it was 7 to 8 Red Bull.
We talked about this.
We did talk about this.
I gave you a very stern talking to.
You did give me a stern talk about that.
Because that is unhealthy.
I never said it was good or polished behavior.
Also, can we talk about the fact that you are sitting there in like a t-shirt with a cleavage, and I am wearing 2 woolen sweaters?
So it's actually a dress.
Okay, fine, but it has short sleeves.
It's hot here.
Yeah, we've got minus 10 degrees. I'm fucking dead.
Let me see what the temp is. You need it in Celsius, right?
Yeah.
It's 12.
Huh. So, wait, okay.
It's 12. It'll be 23 tomorrow.
That's summer temperatures.
That's winter for us.
That is summer for us. What the hell?
So yeah.
We have, let's see. Yeah, it's 14 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Oh, ew. No. So, BL Garden, if you'd like to join us on our show, rooms are open. We'd love to have you. And I will be up for the holidays. Come on and say hi. And I will definitely.
If you guys hang out, you have to like video call me.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's like for 15 minutes in that one sliver of time where we are overlapping. I want to see your faces.
When you're conscious.
Yeah.
And then definitely visiting Anime Yankee. They have been on my radar for a while because they do get some good BL merch. I don't think that they BL specialize, but when they go to cons and stuff, and now they have a brick and mortar, they get some good shit. And also, I just gotta rep like local Texas companies because Texas, it doesn't get much more anime in America than Texas. We have all the publishing houses, we have all the animation companies, we have all the voice actors. Like, Texas is anime America.
Apparently.
And I love it and hate it, but Anime Yankee has been doing great work. I've been following them for a minute because I also know some comic artists that support them. So don't worry, I'll be visiting you guys when I'm home for Christmas in a couple of weeks. But that was the ultimate Fujin gift guide. Obviously, there are things that we missed. Yes.
Because there are a lot of things. I also want to add real quick because you know when you talked about how buying secondhand and thrifting, especially if you buy secondhand from Japan, if you use Mandarake and K-books and all of those, that the items are in such good condition. Like they're always so pristine. Like don't worry about getting people secondhand gifts because it is from collectors who have treated these items like they were gods.
Yes, and I also will say, and just depending on the Fujin, if it's a rare enough title, most of us don't care if it's a little beaten up.
Yeah, true.
Like, not all of us are super, like, must be pristine. Because, like, if someone said, oh, I have the world that revolves around Al and Neri, it's in good condition, not great. Like, give me that shit.
Yeah, like, I just want...
Give me that shit! Like,
if I've been searching for this volume for 7 years and I find it, I don't care if there's a little... Like, if there's a little tear in the front. Now, again,
that is Fujin to Fujin, but I will say, to reassure you, most of us are fairly chill about that.
Yeah.
And the ones that aren't, y'all are still totally valid. I get it. But, like, most of us who've been in the game for a while, because, again, we didn't have great access to a lot of this stuff. We're used to things not being in, the best condition. So don't worry about it. We're okay. This is where I shout out our patrons.
Yeah.
Thank you to Lucy H, Amora Blue, Persona Nom Gratin, which is still my favorite.
It's such a fun name.
Weasley, Laura Evett, Carm, and our shipping captain, Jamie.
Jamie,
thank you so much. Our shipping captain, who's been with us pretty much since launch of Patreon. So shout out to all of you. Special shout out to Jamie, who really is doing the fucking most as far as keeping the lights on. I always struggle with how much to pimp Patreon because I don't ever want to be like the in the arms of the angel, where it's like the show will just go off at any moment if you don't subscribe. But also, I cannot tell you guys how much this means to us.
Yeah.
These videos are not eligible for monetization on YouTube, so we cannot get YouTube ad revenue if we wanted.
No.
So Patreon really helps support that goal. As mentioned before, patrons get different behind-the-scenes looks. Patrons this month, as a part of your rewards, will also get to see every script that we've made.
Or not made, as it were, because some of those scripts are...
You guys like the chaos. One thing I love about our patron squad, they fucking love the chaos. Our last Patreon episode was very chaotic.
That was so much fun. That I would recommend joining our Patreon just to see that video.
I would recommend.
I think we're gonna do a lot more of those things.
I want to do more games. Year. We're gonna be doing some Hotaful because we promised we do Hotaful.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do Hotaful. I want to play match game with us to see like how well we know each other.
Oh God.
We're gonna play the BL match game. So yeah, sign up to our Patreon. It's great, and your support really does mean the world to us.
If you want to give us a Christmas present, Patreon is nice.
Patreon's nice. Buying some merch is nice.
Buying some coffees. You have coffee, right?
I do have coffee.
Yeah, I do have coffee.
I think the podcast has Ko-fi.
We do?
I can check.
Look at this! It's like Listen, it's been a long year.
I think we started that like when the show first started.
Yeah, I wasn't alive then, so
you were still being formed by primordial ooze.
Yeah. Wait, when did you start the podcast? What year was that?
Oh fuck, I don't remember. I think the show itself is 2 years old. Yeah, the show's 2, so 2020.
Okay, I was conscious then, because if it was a little earlier, it would have been when I was in my dead phase after university.
Yeah, it was 2020, I believe.
Okay.
Or 2021, because we turned... I don't know how old the show is, it doesn't fucking matter. That part of the show is dead. There's still an owl in my tits. I looked down and I forgot it was there.
How do you forget?
Because it's... Listen, there's a lot going on in this general zone. But thank you so much to our patrons. Next month, for January, we're going to talk about some vintage yaoi titles that we think you should be reading.
And it's not going to be just about gravitation, I promise.
I promise we're not going to bring up the same 3 series, says the person who brings up the same 3 series. Sponsors, potential sponsors, if you'd like to schedule an ad or work with us, we are more than happy to do so. Again, Twitter DMs are open, or you can contact us at the Yaoi Shelf at gmail.com. Again, artists, if you want us to do like an advent calendar kind of thing, send us your shit and we will happily retweet and boost as we can. Y'all be safe out there.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot going on mentally, spiritually, physically. But the holidays always make me a little bit soppy and just nostalgic. So I want to say sincerely, thank you to all of you who've listened over the year. We got our Spotify Wrapped for podcasters. I almost cried when I was at my day job. I was just like, we're doing so well.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite is they're like, you did something really, really right between August and September. I was like,
thank you, Dr. Thomas.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas.
Love you, Dr. Thomas.
Scholars, buy their shit.
Yeah. Support the scholars.
Support scholars too. Buy Dr. Thomas's books.
Yeah,
buy Dr. Thomas's books.
New books, so he can go to Thailand and write more books about.
Yeah, he deserves to go to Thailand as many times as he wants. Yeah, we forgot about the scholars. See, I told you we were going to cover everything.
I thought about them briefly, and then it
would have been nice if you added that to the outline, Carola.
Well, that was clearly I didn't remember it as I was adding things to the outline. Listen,
Hedwig jumped because of you.
I'm sorry, Hedwig.
Hedwig jumped because of you and your.
Oh my god.
God damn it, you fucking bird. I was trying to do a gimmick. Stay in there.
Okay.
Where is your face? There it is. Listen, my life is very hard over here.
I know. I appreciate you for working through your struggles.
I know. Thank you guys
support
for being
and
here.
Support each other.
Support each other, fuck.
Yeah. And I just want to say, like, you know, with the holidays coming up and everything, that if you don't like the holidays, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want to do the whole family, Christmas, whatever thing, you know, do the holidays in a way that you want to do the holidays. If you want to put a Yule log on your computer and read some BL and tell the world to fuck off, then do that.
We do actually have a Yule log.
Yeah, it's a very cozy one.
I worked very hard.
That wasn't meant as a plug, but yeah, we do have one. I was listening to it earlier while I was reading manga, actually.
I worked so hard. Same. Like, I know my family is sometimes very crappy. So, yeah, like, I will absolutely, like, wrap gifts listening to this show because I am a narcissistic bird.
I'm gonna get you one of those little mirrors. You know?
Yes. Just tap, tap, tap. Like, yeah.
And you can, like...
but thank you guys so much for listening this year.
So
thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of the Yaoi Shelf. This fucking bird. I just wanted a cute little gimmick, but apparently I can't have. Now it looks like the bird is staring at my tits. I don't care. We appreciate
bird watching. I tried to make a joke. It's been a long year.
Thank you guys so much. Patrons, look forward to your video next week. And we will see you next year. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Have a safe new year. And we'll see you again soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.